I know. Feeling like I'm at like Hitman or something.
Yeah.
Oh wait, are we live? Oh yeah, we're live.
We're live.
We're live.
Hello.
Hello, hello. DJ Long here in the house. Yeah, we are live.
Daddies.
Hello, Clarice. Yes. welcome everyone. DJ Long here in the house, and we got a jam-packed roundtable for you today. Just a few things happening over the weeks. A lot of it was subtle. The rumor's nuts. Like, was that in a stream that you and I were in, Prime? That came up?
What rumor?
Oh, about eBay getting greedy.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, I saw it somewhere, dude. I saw it, dude. I was like, yeah. The rumor of the rumor might be a rumor, but it would be fun to talk about because that would be crazy if they do acquire Star City Games. So don't it's a rumor. I saw it. That's all I know. Like I'm trying to find the source.
I thought it had to do. I don't know. There's major acquisition things or like deal rumors going on, but there's no real facts. And I've heard two different things, so I am very hesitant to say anything about that.
Oh, well, I mean, we could talk possibility, though, because that's just like a trip, bro.
Well, either way, it's not going to be good for the consumer because it just means consolidation and more fees.
Yeah. No, and more like price setting almost, right? Because, like,
price fixing and being the only suppliers, so, they can charge all the fees.
Yeah, that's just crazy, man. All right. So let's say hi to a couple people in chat. I don't have my face thing set up, but cheers. Chilling on a little tea. So good times. It's caffeinated. Yes. Hell yeah. Cheers. Better be. All right. So Solar Guy, what's up, man? You were here early. Hopefully you're still hanging. Good to see you, brother. K-Torque, Time Capsule, Investable Collectibles, Coaches. Yeah, baby. That's right. Rogue, welcome. Is that Raven? I'm wondering. Well, hello anyways. Type Capsule, what's up? And Cat. Okay, I got to get this started right. We were going to start off with Cat's clip just to wake us all up. Are we ready? Stay out of my face. You mean nothing to me. Yeah, girl. She actually picked that one. Do this one. I was like, really? Okay. Hell yeah. All right. So this is a real quick one. I'm sure everyone has their feelings. Usually we're super hyped for the set popping out this Friday. So there you go, Aftermath. Yeah. What's up?
Aftermath.
Yeah.
Came and went like a fart in the wind, and it's not even out yet.
It's not even out yet.
I got to open it today.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I opened up. Yeah, see one of those and one of the collector boxes today at the LGS.
Oh, okay.
It's strange, man. I feel like they did the new stuff good and like the repeated stuff bad. Like all these variants is getting silly, but like a couple of them were okay. I don't know, man. It's strange. Such a weird product. I feel like they subtracted the commons out of the collector's boxes, which was good. But then they subtracted them out of the regular boxes, which is like, don't you want people to draft that and play? But I don't know. There's only 50 cards, so kind of they're just not there.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it's a weird product.
It looks like I want one just to crack for the channel, but like, I don't know, man.
Straight up at max get two, like you'll have the whole set. There aren't any chase cards. Okay. So there was one thing I noticed. In each box, the epilogue and the collector, I got one foil retro frame card. I don't know what's up with that, but there was only one in each. So I don't know.
Wow.
That's okay. Yeah, that's the only thing. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to open it, but I mean, oh my god, it's got to be like the, it's probably like a 5-minute opening. You know,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if you don't have a lot of time.
Yeah, right. I mean,
although,
I don't,
oh my god, opening the freaking collector's packs, those things are like, I don't even know how to tell you how solidly sealed. It's ridiculous.
Oh, really?
Yo.
I remember some of those box toppers. Like usually there would be loosey goosey, like pretty easy to do, but there were some like like anything Crimson Vow or Midnight Hunt or no, yeah, Crimson Vow. Those things were like you're like,
yeah.
Oh, I damaged the card.
Ridiculous. It was like that. It was kind of.
Thank God it was only 18 cents.
Yeah, I don't know how any of the cards are gonna have value when every box you open has all of the cards.
Yeah, that's well, like well, when I was watching when those videos were still live and up from old school, it took them 3 collector boxes to get the whole set.
Yeah, because 1 or 2 was out of each box, you know, but then the rest of the cards were there multiple times. All 47 and change of the whole set.
Yeah.
Worst statement ever. 47 and change. What the hell?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Investable says they'd be good for 20 seconds shorts, you know. I don't know about 20 seconds though, because I'd be like, you know, oh shit, I pressed for time. Oh, there goes the pack. Yeah.
The first 2 cards are uncommons, whether it's the epilogue or the collector. So if you're ripping fast, the first 2 cards don't even matter.
That's
and then
true.
it's like there's what, 4 cards left, 3 cards left. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I don't know.
20-second shorts, more like 4-second shorts.
Yeah, no, it's hilarious because like I don't know, man. It's a trip. Like this is what I thought the little collector pack would be, like the not 2 cards, but like this size in the commander decks. I thought that's what the originally gonna be. I was like super stoked for it, and it says 2 cards, and then it could be like 2 uncommons. You're like, oh yay.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then the size of the boxes too. It's just like, what is this? It's weird.
It looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh box.
Yeah, something like that. Like it doesn't belong to Magic. It really does. And even inside, when I opened the epilogue booster, it had that like little cardboard divider built in between the packs, and I was like, oh, this is new, except for like Modern Horizons style boxes, you know.
A super packer.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't opened it yet. There's like 2 cards out of there. I know for sure I want, which was Nissa and Ob. There was some other interesting stuff, but that's
I got both of those today in the 1 collector's box.
Oh, nice, very nice. Okay.
I don't know about value. I don't want to say nothing about the value.
Oh, dude,
I just think it's gonna hurt.
I think it's gonna hurt real bad. I think it's gonna drop hard. But that's also part of another topic a little bit later. How about you, Marty? How you feeling on Aftermath? You got a box there.
I got a box I didn't open yet. But like basically, I think it's like almost a oops from Magic. Like, oh, here's a real set. Oh, we forgot to do 50 cards.
Yeah.
It's like
downloadable content. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm like, I got 1 box because it's cheap to open on the channel, but besides that, I'm not gonna go buy many boxes.
Yeah. Super fast Tortoise. What's up, man?
So I got stuck writing a poem and totally spaced off what time it was.
Oh, okay.
So I was writing a poem for tonight.
Did it have this jingle in it?
Super fast. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
No, I think we're on a good subject tonight, and man, I'm just feeling driven, but I'm trying to find my focus because there's so much to unpack here.
Oh yeah, it's very interesting. I don't know if originally it was like they came out and it was like $50 to $70, I'd be like, all right, whatever, it's kind of cool. It's down to 70 now. That's just on TCG. So I was like, tempting.
You know what it reminds me of? It's like they're trying to recreate like the Dark or something, but they just missed the point. You know, with all these variants and stuff in the small set. It's like No. You missed what was like good about a small set in the way that it used to be done in packs with just a few cards. You know, like again, they missed the target. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Prime? I know you're just like whatever. I'm going old school.
Yep.
There's playable singles and stuff for decks and shit that I need. That's about it. I can't wrap my head around, like Ed's right. They missed the mark and they keep missing the mark.
Yeah. I kind of feel the same way. I mean, I don't know. I like I said, it would be fun. Maybe get a box, maybe 2. Battle wise, is it? I don't know, man. I mean,
yeah.
Because you didn't really want to pay $5 a pack for that, so it's like,
I've been pretty focused on some retro chases recently, so I could really care less about putting money into this. Just the obligatory 5 blister packs. Thank you very much.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I kind of just want to allocate my money elsewhere.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I find also because it's a small set, you have a lot of cards that are coming back. I was watching Joey Moss's opening 2 collectors. He got like 8 training rounds within 2 boxes.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Cool.
like
I'm glad I paid $30 for mine.
There was 2 in my box.
$30?
Yeah, back in like last year.
Oh, for the card. I thought you said he got the set for $30. I was like, oh, Pinkerton's come knocking, baby.
Let them come.
Well, it's
Yeah.
crazy. It's crazy,
Yeah.
right? And I think some of you might agree with this. But like I was going through my poem, and I'm not going to read the whole poem type thing, but one of the strongest things I've wrote in the poem was the best thing about Magic lately is the past memories I've made with it than what they're doing today. And I feel like they're straying so far. Like it's like, how when you get in that creative mode, when you're trying to figure something out, and you keep pressing weird buttons to see if something will work. That's what I feel like Wizards is doing today, where back then it just seemed like they had more of a grasp on what they wanted to do. And
They knew who they were.
Right.
Yeah, they're so disconnected from what's actually going on that.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, someone asked me about it. They're not into Magic at all, and I explained I tried to briefly explain. It was really hard to do, but was explaining the whole M30 incident, and he's all, "Wait, Hasbro got the company, right?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Dude, they're killing the golden goose." Like, he doesn't even know about it. And he's like, "Bro, what are they doing?" It was like, what is that about?
Right.
Yeah. Well, he had a good question. Rogue has been out of the scene for a minute, and he's asking what the newest set was. We just had March of the Machines, which came out three weeks ago. I want to play the 2 weeks clip, but it's longer than that.
I want to say something like that, maybe a month at most.
Yeah, like a month. Yeah, and then now they made basically a DLC set, and it's like, and it's called March of the Machines Aftermath. A whole ordeal happened over all this, man. But anyways, long story short,
weapons with a lot of new skins.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got the weapons gear with some random crap. You're like, oh yay. But yeah, these are 5 for the epilogue booster, right? So there's only 5 cards in there, and then 6 for the collectors. More
How
flashy.
much are the epilogue boosters?
How much are they each? I don't know.
The individual collector boosters, I don't know offhand.
Yeah, it's all
Probably
179 for the collectors,
like they normally do.
They're not.
Yeah. So it has variants and mashups from all the planes basically, and weird battle cards that only 2 or 3 are really usable.
Mm-hmm.
Because no one wants to go after that.
I don't think there are any battle cards in Aftermath. All the battles are over.
Yeah. Aftermath, is it standard legal? Yes, but it's not.
What a weird thing, man.
Yeah, it's like you can't draft with it either, man. It's just it's an add-on. Yeah, it's like
So okay, so if the least rare card is an uncommon, does that make that a common?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then you got a rare, and then you have the mythic. So there you go.
No, but see, okay, a coach, 4 rares per pack for in a collector pack. It's not, because you can get, I think, up to 2 uncommons in those slots with like special treatments.
Yeah.
So it's like it's at most 4 rares plus.
4 rares.
4 rares, yeah. After it's gonna be cheap single ones. Oh, dude, I anticipate, like, I have no market knowledge or anything like that, like, but dude, single prices, don't FOMO. It's gonna drop hard.
It's just, it could be like a double feature situation where it's so low print that, you know, some cards have some value just because of how few there are out there.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting. You know, it's not, at least it's a reasonable, like, if you want to mess around and find out, you can, for like around 70. 50, I would say snag it, but between 50 and 70, all right. Yeah. It's a fun, I guess it would be a fun little pickup, something new to rip into. But other than that,
it seems like they're making a lot of money off of this product. You know, like it costs less to make and it costs less to ship.
But I'm only spending $500 to $1,000.
I know. I was gonna say. I was gonna say, you buy 1 box, you're pushing up on that limit.
Yeah.
You know what also doesn't cost money? Extending standard another.
I'm torn about that. I think that's like a them pretending to do good stuff or thinking they're doing something good, but I don't think it's going to have a net positive result.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they're doing it just to fit the bloated release schedule.
But imagine having to have a deck that incorporates everything since Eldraine. That is madness. How many freaking sets is that?
I'd rather play Modern in that case because Modern's better.
That's what I'm saying. It's like a limited version of a good thing. It's bullshit.
Well, I play Modern.
If it looks like extended back in the day.
I think it's a way to push more product and to just get more products sold over a longer period, really. While pretending to be good.
Yeah, I like the fact that they extended it. But at the same time, it doesn't solve any real problems because, one, it doesn't incentivize more players because it's one of their problems. Not enough not enough people showing up. They've talked about that. They wonder why people don't like playing standard. Extending it by year is not like the best way to incentivize a player to win.
Well, we're jumping on that one real quick.
That's some gatekeeping shit because now the prices of the cards will go up like crazy.
Yeah, I remember when I was getting into play in 2018, it was just like I go to the store and usually people would hand me decks to play or whatever, but I was like, I'll make my own. Big mistake. Here I am now. And people were busting out like Rona and some other broken jank, and I was like, oh dude, how much is that? Oh wow, that's a lot. Okay. Do they have it? No. Oh, they don't even have packs for that? Okay. It's like, yeah, seeing some Almaquette stuff when I was starting. I was like, what is this? Oh, I have to wait like 4 months and then I have a chance? Okay, cool. I guess I'm waiting 4 months, But now it's like 3 years and, whatever broken combo from before gets a bunch of modifiers. By the time, rotation comes around, so those decks will be broken at AF, I think. I don't know, man.
Unless
it's like no place to play standard.
Like crazy.
Well, I got like a crossed idea. It's like an idea that's kind of mixed, but makes one point. You know how we've been complaining about the collectability of Magic lately has been like gone down, and no one wants to get into it. But, when that happens, the prize wall of giving cards away for Magic the Gathering becomes less of an incentive to play standard formats when they're giving them out for free, like when you win games and stuff.
Yeah.
Because when you like some people charge for F&M like $5, $6, sometimes $10, varying where you are. When your winnings are less than that, what's the point of going when you can just go play at a friend's house and order pizza?
That's because the WotC doesn't give the stores prize support. That's on the store.
Yeah,
some-
well,
The
the price
tournament
support-
prize support is sick right now. Like, look at all these like brainstorms and crazy things.
Yeah,
that
that kind of stuff, but like FNMs and shit, they don't
Yeah,
do FNM
yeah.
promos.
They're
no more,
letting the
you know?
LGSs like dry out and wither.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Mhm.
Right. So what's the point of extending standard if it ain't
Well,
helping?
okay. So listen, this is my perspective. Back 5-10 years ago, it used to be 18 months, right? Like it is like it was, right?
Right.
And you had 4 sets a year, and now you have not only do you have twice the time span, but you have 4 times the sets in every one of those years in between.
Right.
So it's like the vocabulary that you have to have in order to be competitive has just gotten way more challenging.
Exactly.
I got a.
And then of course we have our own nicknames for it. So coming in, you're like, what? Ooh, fetch line? What, fetch? What?
Yeah, and
like...
so like that complexity is like that. I see as a barrier to newcomers. Like think about it. Back in the day, I could pick up and see lightning bolts for 1 red mana, and that was pretty freaking simple. There's just nothing like that nowadays, you know.
Yeah.
No, you got like I need a goddamn degree to be able to read some of these cards, man.
You gotta use Google Translate, man.
And I need the decoder ring.
Yeah.
I got a boomer comment. I remember back in the day, especially right when Rise of Eldrazi was coming out, like me and my friend bummed rides and everything we could to get to our local game store just to see the announcement for the reveal of Emrakul the Young and some stuff about the set. That love for the game is no longer there, especially when everything's free. No, I can't blame the internet for this because the internet's there. But like, well, the relationship that people like me and possibly you guys that we had with our game stores back in the day was actually pretty solid and pretty like not generic. What do you call it when you build something up as friends? Like as a or something more reputable. Can't think of the word, but someone can think of it for me. But when you have that reputation, that relationship with your local game store, that you're willing to go out of your way to let them excite you with a release that Wizards is doing was amazing. When today we're force fed so many times, it's not even worth going outside to think about walking down the block. You know,
and like the new set just popped out. People are excited. Oh yay! Friday, and then like freaking we already got spoilers for Commander Masters and like 5 sets in advance. It's just like, well,
exactly.
The hype train's just whack right now. It's just
when
like,
there was 4 sets a
like,
year. Man, it gave me time to like build that hype and be like, oh my god, I can't wait for it. It's so sick. Did you see like when they were talking about Zendikar and the priceless treasures and the masterpieces? It was like, oh shit, what's coming? And like now there's just none of that. It's ridiculous.
Yes, that was exactly the report. Thank you, Bob.
Yeah,
you're amazing.
I missing the sets.
Yeah,
but not just that. Like Magic is not giving much anymore. Also to the player. I remember back a day you go to a pre-release, you signed up. They were giving you a DCI shirt. They were giving you a promo card. Sometimes you got a mat. Like I went to a Modern tournament at the end of March. They gave me a crappy promo card that was worth not even $1. I'm like. And I paid for an entry fee and everything. So,
another boomer thought of thinking about it is back in the day, playing Magic was more respectable for us friends because we had something to commune with. Nowadays, we kind of treat it like a trashy whore.
Dude, in the 90s, you were like a nerd and you couldn't reveal that you played.
Yeah, you get beat up if you got playing this shit, dude. Like
I had to give it up. Like
they're talking about
a saga because I wanted to get girls, bro.
Yeah, that's my whole high school thing.
Right.
Like, I wanted to get laid, man. Like, they're like, nah.
Benson, we're gonna get to that in a bit. I do want to talk about that, but I know the standard thing. I know a lot of people are like, yay or nay. I don't know, man. You're gonna be playing against that same broken combo for 3 years now instead of like 2. So
Well, that's an interesting thought I had was like
Yeah.
a 3-year span now. I think that might affect the ban list to grow even further as different sets and combos come out to be broken. Like now, and at that point when that happens, when are we going to be like, well, maybe the 3-year thing's not going to work because we're still banning the cards that people want to play with. That's just a thought of thinking about the future. It's not fact right now.
yeah, but there's not like a lot. There's not like a lot of people. There's no. Where do you go play standard constructed? Like where? And there's nowhere locally here. Several cities away, even. Where do you go?
But
Like,
DJ, you have to rent a room and go to Las Vegas.
Oh,
Right.
all right. Yeah.
MTG Arena.
There you
Yeah,
go.
MTG exactly, and that's what Bob was saying earlier. What's up, Bob? How you doing?
Yeah, that's the whole reason I popped in.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
well,
come on, let's
it was
be
about
real,
to get to your
folks.
turn anyways.
Who are you?
Yeah.
Who is that? I can't tell.
Yeah, I know. It's just a little.
I'm as blank as my MTG budget at the moment.
Fair.
But I mean, seriously, why would you pay for a large sum of money to go play in store for paper standard, which rotates out even at 3 years quickly, when you can play it for free?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
seriously.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
mean,
well, do you
duh.
want my counter retort to that?
Sure.
So, like, I could be that. I want to. Okay, well, no, I want to go to the store and play. Is my whole thing. I don't want to sit here and play Arena.
Okay, most people would prefer it, but when you can play it for free versus thousands of dollars, and understand,
yeah.
standard players, are the newer players, less invested typically than the long-term players, right? Most people transition
Correct,
into as your card catalog builds. Most people transition into Commander. It's the widest format. It's the one most talked about. It's the one you see most information on YouTube about. So people transition there. They don't start out there because they just don't have the card catalog to make the decks that they want to make. As they go through Standard and build it up over the years traditionally, then you transition into your Vintage, your Legacy, your Modern, your Commander, right? But
Yeah.
why would you do that for a new game that you don't even know you want to play when you can go online for free? Because they advertise it in the back of every Magic pack, and they put free codes in your starter kit. So it makes no sense. Like, duh. Stop. What you do is you don't take away Arena. You start charging for it. Just like you did with MTGO.
Don't put that out there, though.
Why? Absolutely, they should.
Because they're gonna die.
Okay. Duh, they should.
Yeah,
right.
I mean,
then
they
you
do.
have
It's
an
all
equivalency.
microtransactions.
Then
bullshit.
and the reason you'll see that people don't want to play MTGO and would rather go get real cardboard is if you're gonna pay for it, you'd rather have something tangible.
Yeah.
You can't have your cake and eat it too. Oh, let's give this free Arena product to bring people into the game that don't know about it. Blah, blah. It's garbage. I mean, seriously, it is a no shit answer. Like, really,
My master.
if you're giving it away for free, people aren't going to pay for it. And
You
pay
said
for
it.
I know.
You said it. And I love it.
Bob's like, who's gonna buy the cow if you're getting the milk for free?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, there you go. Unless you're gonna butcher the cow for meat, right? Like,
That's right. That's
Why
right.
why put the ring on it when you're getting the O ring anyways?
Like
For
I
free.
said earlier, people are treated
That's
like
not
a
bad,
horse.
Johnny.
I totally forgot what I was gonna say now.
Oh, sorry.
That's not your
But it's the
fault.
Yeah.
truth. I mean, come on. It's not. It's a no brainer. There's even a young kid. Like, if you really want to know it, I mean, young kids tend to speak more truth because they don't have as many biases. And that young kid we met in Vegas, what's his name? Table Games. Table Games, Young Wolf or whatever his name is.
Teen Wolf.
He did a video on it. I watched it, and he's like, "Duh, why would you pay for it in paper when you get it free on Arena?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I
he
agree.
is.
Right thought. Exactly. Like, again, where do you go to play standard constructed? Like,
And
I have nowhere.
It's going to get miserable. Like, now you have to deal with Meat Hook Massacre for 3 years. You have to deal with Oko and Scute Swarm and like all that for 3 years now.
Well, Oko's banned,
yeah.
isn't he in standard?
Okay,
So
my point is, it doesn't
Meathook,
matter.
isn't it?
Well,
Like,
I get what you're saying.
Banning more, or and what they have to do is like power creep is just going to get out of control.
And it's not going to be good for anybody who's trying to like get into the money side of the products, because look what happens to cards when they ban them. Look at freaking Hull Breacher. Oh my god. I have a full art foil, damn it.
Oh yeah. Banhammer, it's $1. You're like, sweet.
It's gonna get even worse though, because they're gonna start, they're just gonna rip it off. What they're gonna do is they're gonna start reprinting
the incidence
standard while
abuse.
it's still in standard.
Right. The incidence of abuse possibilities goes up exponentially the more sets and like time that you have that's built into a format.
Block.
Yeah.
And Brody, I love your background, by the way.
Yeah,
that's
amazing. Hey, Brody, how you doing, buddy?
Brody.
Like I seriously see them.
Thanks for having me here back. Love you.
Oh yeah.
I see them justifying reprinting, saying, "Oh, well, this is a popular card. It used to be in standard more because it's competitive." Blah blah blah. They'll release secret layers with cards that are still in standard.
Right.
They've done it before. They're going to do it more often for all the popular cards, driving down the value even more.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna snake the value out of it, not having to wait for a master set or something. They're just gonna
nuking everything.
They're just gonna speed it up.
Yeah, no, I always find it funny. Like in the list, you would get the set that just came out. Like
we already have that. We have.
No, I know that. I'm just saying, like
that are literally like 6 months old.
You'll have like 50 different versions of Duress through like 48 sets.
Look,
standard sets
from the last 18 months.
They're gonna print. They're gonna reprint Duress 3 more times with 14 different variants for each time.
Well, here's what you're also gonna you're gonna have very narrow standard, right? There's gonna be just a few decks, right? You're not gonna have the fun of changing up the meta, right? As often. So you're gonna have a few decks that end up just dominating to be gross. You're gonna go and you're gonna play the same 3 decks to be competitive for 3 years.
Right. Well, you're also onto something too, because like
rip it.
The reason why Commander got so popular back in the day, it wasn't as solvable as Standard was. Now Standard got even more solvable and solvable quick, so people can break that format not only in like days, but even in minutes. And not talking about net deckers, but going online finding combos that people have discovered and put them to the deck. It's going to make Standard like a wasteland of terrible Facebook memes.
It'll be pretty toxic if you think it's toxic now.
Yeah, right.
Hold on to your hats.
Right.
Oh, dude. Yeah. But the set, if they power down, the set won't sell.
The set won't sell. They'll turn into the Innistrad block again. Right. It'll be another Midnight Hunt Crimson Vow.
Right. And like what happens, right, if they make a set specifically unique that doesn't fit in the standard environment, then we're just at a loss that we have a blank set no one wants to buy. It's a possibility that's there. You're being killed by a cat is definitely not high, but it's definitely not 0.
Yeah, they're getting confused as to what chase cards are as well. Like it's kind of funny, but you knew it was going to happen with all their effing around and changing everything every set. You know. When you change all the variables, you're not performing real experiments, so they're not really learning anything. But that's besides the point.
So it's not. It's what I said on your show earlier during your premiere, Ed. Is that it's eminently clear they have no clue whatsoever about how to maintain a collectible game. They just don't. They don't understand the principles of collectible.
Well,
they're trying to mass market it. It's like Cynthia's bringing in her expertise from Amazon and Philip Morris, who are cigarettes you don't sell them as collectibles. You want to sell as many of them as possible.
So when you
Products on
had
Amazon, same thing.
old school sets, it was standard what was in them. You know, it was like some friggin' cards, maybe some alt arts, and some foils, and that's it. Maybe masterpieces every once in a while. Ooh, a side set, like alternate set in there, right? But now every set is different. How can that lead to any conclusions at all?
Well, I mean, you compare it to the sports market, right? Like the sports cards tried to do the same thing, and it went sideways for them as well. When you have 18 bajillion different variants and whatnot, people can't set a standard for it. They can't agree on a price.
Well, and so Aftermath, to bring it back to topical, I don't see how this set can survive. There really isn't a chase in it, and like everybody's gonna have every card. Like how can that be a successful set?
Oh, Aftermath? Come on.
Yeah.
That's it. Aftermath is, it's Afterbirth, really.
I'm just saying, like, what was the reasoning there? I don't understand who made that happen. Like, it doesn't make any sense at all with how things are going nowadays.
Right? And like
the cool thing is though, now it's near mint.
According to TCG.
You can't even tell.
Well, here's the thing. It's gonna be fun to watch just how quickly the card prices drop in Aftermath. I mean,
oh god,
how can it not? When you look at, they're like, oh, it's printed less. In order to stay just on par, like prices relative value with, let's say, we'll just even go with Mom, which isn't a crazy good set, but let's say on par with Mom, which does have Chase, it has to print 4 times less.
Only the Chase. That's all.
No. What I'm saying is there has to be 4 times less boxes because it's a 50 card set versus a 250 card set.
Totally.
Right? So
it's ridiculous.
I don't care if there's fewer boxes. You need at least 4 times less just to tread water and stay even.
Right.
So if you want it to be worth anything at all, it has to be printed like 8 times smaller. And there's no way they did
silly serialized stamp on them because that doesn't mean anything anymore. It doesn't. It means nothing.
Oh, they Watchified it. I mean, I said it all the way back in Brothers War. I hate the fact that they printed, what was it, 65 of them? And I was like, you should have picked 5, just 5. Yeah. Pick the 5 best ones. Your Mox Amber.
Yeah, good ones. No, Bob. Even over 2 sets do 45, like the old school masterpieces. That was like nice middle of the road, not too common, not too rare. Like it was a good chase, man.
I had a little hope from Double Masters 2022 when they only made 4, was it 4 or 5 textured?
5.
Okay, so that's starting to get into the right,
I agree.
vein there.
Mm-hmm.
But
anybody who's ever
then they Watchified it.
Everybody who's ever seen a sports card freaking collectible version of things since the year 2000 knows that out of 500 doesn't mean anything. Maybe out of 50 or 25 or 10 or even 101s, like that's where the real cards are for sports cards. So this out of 500 crap is just so silly.
Well, they're fabricating their own idea of a chase card.
Yes, manufactured scarcity, whatever you want to call it. It's ridiculous, and that's what it is. It's not real because look, alpha cards, they were rare because they handed them out at shows and people freaking threw them away and they got played and there's attrition and all this, that, and the other thing, and you didn't know it was going to be popular, and then it became popular, right? Mm-hmm. And even when Magic was popular, you still couldn't play with the alpha cards, so nobody really wanted them until later on they became. It's ridiculous. Okay, so like there is natural scarcity involved with those cards, right? Organic scarcity, but like this is just made that way, and like that's just ridiculous.
But that's any collectible, right? Like if they really wanted to follow a collectible market, is it Beanie Babies showed it, Pog showed it. Things that are manufactured to be collectible typically are not.
Funko Pops,
right, because they're mass produced, and what they're doing, and they're just their idea tells me they don't know what they're doing. At least in the collectible market, is when she said, if we produce a box and it, I'm paraphrasing, if we make a set and the price goes and the value goes up after release, we haven't done our job, meaning they haven't printed enough. And they're saying, oh, well, people don't have access.
They didn't print it to death.
It's like, wait a second. That's exactly what a collectible looks for.
Bob,
Something that goes up in value after you release it.
did you see in my flea market video somebody trying to sell me freaking Beanie Babies, telling me how valuable they were? That shit is funny, man.
Dude, I could tell you the world about that. They're not.
You're like,
Yo, when people drag you in at the flea market and you're trying to run around fast and they're talking about goddamn Beanie Babies when I'm just trying to make a stupid clip, like goddamn them.
So you're telling me that if I go to my parents' house to get all my sister's Beanie Babies from the 90s, I could be rich right now?
Hundreds of thousands, he was saying, bro.
yeah.
Fucking peace out. Peace out. Peace out.
Well, I love when people have to tell you what to think. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like, oh no, this house is worth more than you want to pay for it. Well, no, it's not. I set the price of what I want to pay for a thing.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
That's a really interesting point because, like, even with buying and selling about anything there, Bob, like, you know how it's like possession is 9/10 of the law. So, like, whenever it seems like whenever you have a house or whatever card, it's like somebody always be willing to tell you how little it's worth, and then when you're looking to buy something, they love to tell you how much it's worth. It's like you're always on the opposite side.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, you're in the driver's seat. When you have the wallet, you're in the driver's seat.
Mhm.
Like,
Especially right now, like cash is heavy right now.
Good segue,
Make sure
Ed.
you're if you're buying stuff, make sure you swing around that cash. You know what I mean? Like you're able to get some decent deals right now.
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks ago, I was playing a Commander game at my local LGS, and in my elf deck, I have a Gale's Cradle, and the guy's like, "Oh my god, you got a Gale's Cradle! What the hell are you doing playing with that?" Like, I didn't buy it like recently. I got this from back in the day. Like, yes, it's maybe worth a couple $1,000s, but I don't care. I'm still playing with it.
Yeah.
Why does Nissa's head look funny?
Yeah, I know.
Big.
Yeah. They just look like they're haloed out. And they're like, oh,
But surprisingly, I did make a purchase yesterday.
oh.
And I bought Lord of the Rings, even though I've been
Bob, that's surprising.
hesitant. Well, it's because they had it's a site that I like that I don't get charged taxes and they don't charge shipping because it's over $100. And they had those starter kits.
Sorry, Bob. I'm not laughing at you.
That's okay. They had the starter kits for $14.95 a piece. Like literally less than an hour after I bought them, they went out of stock. You know those arena starter kits. And I bought 2 of the bundles. They had it like $46 a piece. So, where I'm going with that is that there are still deals out there. You can still buy Magic to participate. I totally intend to crack both those bundles. The purpose I bought them for.
Yo, definitely. And it's not just new stuff. There's vintage like deals right now. I've been buying some craziness.
Oh yeah, like I'm not stopping buying Magic cards. Like, it's just like I'm being selective of like
ultra selective. That's a great word, Brody.
Yeah, ultra selective.
Because it used to be like, oh, a new set coming out. There's hype. We got to get some of that. And
yeah, totally.
I'm like, I don't know. What's this?
Whoa.
Commercials.
What the hell?
DJ sponsored.
I thought you were playing some bullshit. I'm like, dude, people are talking.
No. But it was a good segue, Ed. I was trying to say is to this boycott. Like, why now? Like, it's way late, and like it's gonna work. I mean,
boycotting does nothing. Let me just say that right now.
I
Voting
know.
with your wallet and boycotting really does nothing because it takes too many people that are not coordinated.
Exactly
to make a difference.
What I was just about to say. The problem with this community, like, it is way too fractured. I tried to be all with the community and like say all this stuff, but nobody wants to listen to that.
I saw a meme the other day that said, if they're marketing the side of the rebellion that you're on on the rebellion.
Oh, you want to get doxxed by Disney? Keep playing that fucking preview.
Oh yeah. Oh geez.
Sony.
Yo, I got a letter from Disney once for some. I think I was doing some video sharing. You know, like back in the day. cease and desist.
Really? For what?
Just I don't remember what movie, but it was a Disney movie, and like it was
Oh, yeah,
shared
yeah,
in like
yeah.
a pack of like torrent files or something. I didn't
Oh,
even
wow.
know I was uploading that one too. So yeah, it was like, oh, no problem. I'll take that shit down.
Yeah, it's easy for me. I'm like, oh, Disney? I didn't even. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It? Really? Well, get rid of this.
Yeah, you
Hey,
know, they
Rogue,
used to
thanks
do
for the
like
sub,
torrent packs
membership.
back in the day.
Hell yeah.
You remember
Oh.
that when you do like torrent packs?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You get some
Yeah,
random
with
shit.
like
You're like, what is
20
this? Oh,
movies
don't
all
click
at
it.
once. Yeah. It was some shit like that. So it was so silly, but it was a straight up letter. It was interesting.
Oh, they mailed it to you. I've got the
Yeah.
email in the past.
Oh, yeah?
The answer right
Yeah.
here. This is
Well,
response.
Yeah.
Yes, Thoth. That and in response to the boycott, local game stores are like, yeah, well, don't do that. It's gonna hurt us, you know, and it will.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, buy different games. Get into different games. We got some cool stuff in. And be like,
or
yeah,
buy
well,
vintage.
there you go. There you go.
Singles.
Thriller, what's up, man?
Lots
Good to see you,
of-
brother.
I'm gonna say this. And I know it's
harder to find vintage lately.
Singles.
I'm going to say this, and I know it's not popular, but in all honesty, it's not our responsibility to keep the failing LGSs alive, because you're going to be, to be quite frank, you're just pissing money down the drain, right?
That's true.
They need to figure out how to adapt as a game store to make themselves profitable, regardless of what WotC's doing.
That's right.
Amazon is charging $175 and the Star is charging $250. Like, what are you supposed to do? Like,
You don't.
exactly.
Well, then as a store,
eggs are expensive, right, Brody?
as a store, you don't put it up, right? You figure out a different way to draw people in. Make it a play center. Charge people to come in and sit at a computer. You have to be creative.
You have to fill the store with a lot of games. And like the one that I visited on my last road trip, they even had frisbee golf in there, and it's like in the summertime they sell a lot of it.
I'm sure.
I know Bob and I had this conversation before a long time ago, talking about the best LGSs I've been to.
Yeah, hold that thought real quick. I got this vintage clip for Twiddler.
He is a twiddler, a dreamer, a silly heart.
Sorry, had to do that for him. It's been forever. Carry on, sir.
Well, like I was saying, Bob and I had this conversation a while ago after a game of Raids that like the best game stores I've been to don't have a focus on Magic. They have all other different games. Like a local game store of mine focuses on board games and family nights and stuff like that, plus Magic, plus Warhammer, plus D&D, and they host nights for it, and they don't put all their eggs in one basket.
Oh, well, this is coming from a standard player right now, well, Arena. You know, MTG Hillbilly, right, dude? Go sub. He's a good guy. Dang it. There it is. The new OB and all will be one combo makes a boring, unfun game. Yeah, I can see that, bro. And you're gonna have 3 years of it.
and that's my point. I understand.
Sorry, go ahead.
Which card? Obnixilis?
I guess the new Ob he's saying. He says,
Yeah, the new
Obnixilis Unshackled, I believe.
Yeah,
people are calling it the Obnixilis the man spreader.
Yeah, because he's sitting in that chair. Yeah.
Or it was like man Spraxilis, or I don't know. I heard a lot of them.
That is awesome.
Going too far. Don't pick on Obnixilis. I don't know.
Omnix. Yeah.
Great.
I like Obi, you know, but it went too far.
I'm going to compare it to like YouTube content creators. If you want your channel to survive, and lots of them did for a long time, feeding off of just cracking packs and whatnot, all of you have felt the pressure to have to do something more, to change the paradigm, to switch up and do something new, something creative, something fun for the people. Game stores, if it's not working anymore financially with what they've set up, I honestly say they should stop going to distributors. If they put the heat on the distributors and distributors can't sell to game stores anymore, let me tell you, those distributors are going to be antsy to make a deal to try to make things happen, and they'll push back on WotC. Now, if WotC only sells through Amazon, look, it's a garbage cycle, but water finds its own level, and you guys just throwing more money at LGSs to pay 20, 30, 40% more than you can elsewhere only hurts you, and the store won't survive anyways. It just won't.
Well, the LGS is going to have to evolve in general. Like, it's the only kind of like surviving business model type of store that's still running the same as it did in the 90s, which is weird nowadays.
Well, no, it makes sense. Back in the 90s.
It's like feeding a dog with worms, right? If you don't get the dog dewormed, you're just going to keep feeding it more and more, and it's still going to die. Right?
Where the fuck did you come up with that comparison?
That is like, wow. Only God.
Hey, it's valid. I'm not.
I know.
Unlike that dog.
Bob.
Remember, you are my number one guy. Yes, sir.
And the shade.
I disagree, Solar God, even though I'm heavy into Lorcana. We can talk about that more probably later. But I don't think it's going to usurp Magic. It can't. It's too ingrained in its own community. But it may develop its own audience. Understand, people have been collecting Disney shit forever, since before there was ever a Magic. And people will collect this simply because it's Disney. But games die all the time.
I have a video in the queue. How Magic is losing market share. That's what's going on. It's not that it's like gonna kill Magic. It's just they're losing some of the market share they think they're getting, which is kind of crazy.
Well, I'm proof positive of that. I literally set aside like $4,000 out of my budget this year for Lorcana, which is 75% of my
there you go
TCG budget. So I'm
That's
literally you're getting it straight from the.
That's too much.
Yeah, you're past the $1,000 limit of highly engaged.
Dude, what a ridiculous statement! I mean, I don't know how
$1,000.
I only spent 47 and change.
I've never seen a company string together so many nonsense statements that just. Oh my God! Where did they?
I had to.
And people make fun of Mark Rosewater.
I know.
Yeah, where are these people coming up with this crap?
Yeah.
What are they smoking? Because I want some.
What they're doing is they're taking an average, right? That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
And you have like the Timmies that go out there, buy one starter deck, say F this, I hate this game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Blood blister pack
I
from
said that
Target.
this morning, didn't I?
Well, I had an observation. One thing that kind of separates Magic from old days to new days, and kind of what is the problem, and it taps on what Bob talks about a lot with reprint equity. Like one thing that was great about
Why
Magic.
did you use quotations?
Well, because it's vague.
Fair warning.
Like back in the day when we started playing Magic, right? When we went to the local game store, it was easy to tell what was standard, what was playable, what you wanted to play. Even if cards were rotated out of standard, even though they were still selling packs, they would keep you up on line because there's one main format to play. Well, we have Modern, Legacy. Well, Legacy is not really being shined on as much as like Modern. We have Commander, and we have all these different products coming out for Modern and Commander with like packs and boxes. So imagine weird analogy coming up. Say I'm on a diet. My diet is standard. I go to the store and I look at the menu, and all of it looks delicious, but my diet's only set to standard and draft packs, which are the most untantalizing looking salad out there. Why should I buy draft?
All you salad lovers.
Oh, you
salad.
Fucking salad lovers. Boo. Go eat a steak.
But you see what I'm getting at?
The rabbit.
Like it's the menu of products, just the SKU is too much, and it's because of this reprint world we live in.
Oh, it's brutal. They killed like draft boosters. There's no appetite there. It's like it's really that's
I don't think they can kill draft boosters, to be honest with you. I think that's just kind of flashy and showy.
Like,
and
making there like so many better options. Like if somebody's going to,
but they're not better. They're not better, right? It depends on what you're trying to do with it.
Hello,
if you're trying to do a long-term hold, you can't in 5 years bust open a box of collector or set and play it with your friends.
Yeah,
you just can't.
Right.
So if your intention is to hold on to boxes maybe for a long period, like I am, and many people, our Kitchen Table Magic talked about this for a while, the best long-term play is still going to be draft.
Oh yeah,
because the other ones are just not formatted in a way.
Well, I'm happy to hear you say
crack
that.
and play with
I like being on that side of things.
Yeah,
I think most people that are not the short-term shiny keys are in that case.
Well, that's good in the moment, right? Yeah.
But we're getting to the era where the regular draft version of a card is going to be more expensive than these flashy variants.
we see it now.
Everywhere.
Yeah,
I know.
we
That's what I'm
already
saying.
are.
We're getting there.
You
Yeah,
get weird,
like,
weird discrepancies with like the collector extendos versus the regular card. I've seen it. It's like the regular card is like worth more. You're like, whoa, that's weird.
It's
well,
started
in many
at-
cases, in many
Awareness.
cases, your non-foils. I mean, just to highlight that, are more expensive than your foils now. Many,
Yeah, that's really weird. Yeah,
not weird. It's totally logical. People do that for a reason.
That's all because of collector packs.
Oh,
Yeah.
I actually opened up the collector's box today. I actually looked at the cards. Man, there's some factory damage, and the halo foils are curled already so much more than the other ones.
yeah, that's how you know you're getting them too. They fucking jump right out.
yeah.
well,
I'm like,
I was saying,
whoa.
I was talking to my wife earlier, and I'm like, it must be great to feel like Wizards of the Coast is on top of the world, but the product quality is just below par. And she laughed and she says, "Well, there's a reason why I haven't been buying Magic product for you, Derek." She's like, "I've been looking at some pack openings, and people have got bent cards, mess cards, and she's heard the stories of what happened to Prime's packs, all miscut, misprinted." She's like, I'm like, as someone who's not an investor, is worried about me getting poop out of packs.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah. Is MG? I've seen it where you could just buy the whole set. Like, I don't know if it includes. I don't think it includes the variants, but I mean, might be the way to go. If they offered it for this set, the Aftermath, that would be cool. Because honestly, that's what it should have been.
I
It's just
don't
been a
want the
sealed
whole
box.
set anymore.
You're talking about the MOL sets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the complete set. I mean,
Yeah, but that's back. I don't know. Do they still even do that? And how are they going to do that? They have all the variants in there.
I
That's
saw
weird.
one for Aftermath. I
No.
was like, what?
Really
And I thought they stopped doing that.
They have foil and non-foil. Yeah.
interesting. I thought they stopped doing that too because that's kind of a crazy master set to have.
Yeah.
One of my local LGS does that. It's like the whole set and sells them online.
But here's the thing: is most people just don't give a shit anymore. Like, I know it takes perspective from back in the day, and perhaps Brody, maybe Ed. I don't know how many of you were around back in like we'll say the Wrath cycle, back when like Mirage came out.
I was on a
I was there.
hiatus.
Okay, do you remember back in the day? You would trade. Trading was a huge part.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
But you would
Oh, yeah.
trade. You would trade for jank. You'd trade for the garbage. It's not like today, right? Where you're only
Well,
trading
you
one.
have
You
to look
traded
up
stuff
rare
that
ones
ended up
because you
being
didn't have, like,
valuable
codes
now
and
for
stuff.
cards that were useful then and weren't expensive.
But you would trade them to complete sets, right?
Yeah, that too.
You would trade for jank to complete sets, and people
Yeah.
will not do that anymore.
Oh, and let's compare
Nice.
packs, right? This
So-
says tradable on the bottom.
They have killed, in my opinion, they have killed, and I
Crazy.
directly blame this on
Focus.
the variants. They've killed collecting, like just so they've killed the tradable, they've killed the collectible, they've
Right.
killed the investing. What are they
Tradable.
leaving on for meat on the bone?
Tradable.
Nothing.
Right?
Nothing.
Well,
It's not
Here's a-
tradable. Nobody trades shit.
Not
Here's a
anymore.
trick.
But that's what I'm
Oh.
saying. Look. Like even back then, it was like, hey, tradable.
here's a true story that's very recent as of this last week. The community's been kind enough to help me build a trade binder so I can do trades with people. And I'm in talks of doing trades with somebody. But like the value of cards have dropped in trade value, where when you're looking for trades, it's becoming ridiculous to figure out what in that price range is what is something you want. So in this trade, I said, hey, I'm building this sort of deck that says you can select any card you want that's in that color in the price range of like $2-3. I'm like,
Okay.
and just choose. And I did that because, when we think of cards, we don't know the prices of them until we look them up, and some cards are worth more. But then it occurred to me, there's shipping. sometimes for some of the trades you make, the shipping is going to cost more than the cards you're trading. That's how it works in this world, and especially if you live in Canada.
Oh yeah.
But like the evolution of trading in person is even hard to do because like I know some people are still worried about going back to store because of rapid C19 stuff. I won't say the whole name. C19 stuff still, and they're worried about getting sick. You know, so the trade market's there, but plus, no one wants to take up like a binder this thick to trade with to make up like $20 worth of trade because the values drop down. Like Bob is saying, all this time, how the collectible value's been down.
Yeah.
Thanks for the reminder, Beth.
Okay.
I use Deckbox, so everything is in there.
Yeah.
Honestly, I just don't want to take the time to try to keep on top of what the values are, because if you have like a $5 binder, a $10 binder, a $20 binder, you know, day by day you have to go through there and, you know, root things out. As oh shit, that's in a secret there. Oh, that just made the list. Oh, that's just got announced it's getting a reprint. Like, and it happens literally like weekly. You'd have to stay on top of that. Whereas back in the day, you know, you had kind of like your rares in one binder.
And
you know.
Bob, that's why we watch Brody in the morning. Because all that confusion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
little plug. Make sure you put your link in there,
to the confusion.
Yeah, no, it's great. Hey, real quick, we only got Duel for like a minute. I wanted to address the rumor that I saw. Now, it's not. I don't have a source or anything, but I wanted to talk about the possibility of eBay acquiring Star City Games. Someone was talking about it. I was like, what the hell? I asked to elaborate a little bit, and it was in I think it was in a couple different chats. That's why I bring it up, because it was just like, whoa. So I don't know. It's a rumor. It's a rumor.
I heard different acquisitions, but eBay's still involved. But either case, it's just, again, it's not going to be good for the consumer in the end, I don't think, when it comes to fees. However, I could see it driving down prices, so it wouldn't be good for the LGSs either.
Okay.
Yeah, I just don't see it really doing much.
Yeah. A little bit more fees, a little bit worse for the LGSs, but I mean, I think it was bad. And
I think many people are transitioning away from eBay and more towards TCG and other places like Card Kingdom.
Yeah. No,
because eBay has just been too shady, too many bad experiences. You know, too much.
Yeah,
eBay's weird. It's like unless you're established there, nobody's gonna.
No, you can talk.
Well, getting back to that,
everybody goes quiet because we're used to being fucking muted.
Getting back to the trading, like the little guys selling on eBay right now, there's more direct to eBay storefronts where, you know, it's not just a little guy with his own store. That's kind of why, like, I think the appeal to TCG player is, you know, you can make a market for, you know, any size of collection.
Yeah.
True. And on eBay, I think now for anybody to take you seriously with like real stuff and give you real prices, you have to have an account with like hundreds of sales and all types of like, you know, stars and
and a big company like that comes in and has instant credibility.
Yeah, exactly. But like if you're trying to sell like, I don't know, some sealed, let's say revised packs, because I know that happened recently, but you don't have a lot of feedback, you're not going to get a great price at all. Despite how real they may be, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I just think it'd be crazy because, like, yeah, you're talking more fees. It could drive down pricing, sure. But I just wanted your take on it because, like, it sounds like it's possible because they've already acquired 2 other TCG sellers. So
I'm not saying it isn't possible. Just not going to confirm nothing.
Yeah, what was the last one?
Last one,
TCG player, and
that's right.
And there was another one I'm not familiar with, but they were doing all right. Let's start with an S or something.
Oh, are you talking about the one from New Zealand? That like was
that
like what it card catalog or something?
Well, no,
that was absorbed by TCG player and then TCG player.
No, that's right. It was like a double fish eating fish
Fireball.
sort of thing.
Yeah.
No. It like I said, it's very possible because they did buy out 2 others.
Corporatocracy.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know, man. Time. Thanks for hanging out, man. I missed you earlier. Dang it. Yeah. Oh, thanks for hanging out, brother. Hell yeah.
No, it was good to come by, and hang out. Like I said, baby is coming soon. I don't know if I'm gonna be back next week. Okay. Yeah, it could happen anytime.
All right. Well, keep us posted, man, and congrats, brother. You know what you're having.
Congrats. No doubt. Thanks, guys. I'll catch you soon. Take care, everybody.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Yes,
all right, brother.
Let's get nuts. Peace out, guys.
All right, later, man. Oh, he's doing the chorus. All right.
You better be getting paid for that, Marty.
That's right. I know, right, Coach? It was awesome.
I mean, I'm not
so Bob, while I have you here, man, I want to talk about this. I'm skeptical, but they did say Legends, so maybe. But this also means I'm talking about the new Star Wars Unlimited game, Bob. This also means there's not going to be, and there probably was no plan to have Star Wars in Lorcana. So just letting you know. But let me go ahead and pop this up real quick. So they're at it again, Bob. I don't know what are you feeling about this?
I don't know. And it's fantasy flight games because
I know, right?
So they had a pre-existing contract. They're the ones that made Destiny, and they still do Battlefront, X-Wing. So they have a pre-existing contract. So it's going to be impossible to say that it won't be in Lorcana. Like you just can't. You cannot make that claim.
Well, it's saying it's going up against.
It's like saying you can't have. Do you remember Battlefront, the video game, and then you had Dark Side Rising, and even on consoles, you have multiple competing companies with Disney licenses making Star Wars content. So there's no reason that you can't have it in a collectible card game market as well, especially if it's not like a full-on Disney Star Wars card game. If it's just part of a set, I don't see anything stopping Lorcana from having Star Wars cards in it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be a bit because they wouldn't want to.
Well, I mean, it could be years,
mate.
I mean, we'll see. They have enough IP to work with for years.
They have so much,
so much, and I hate it when WotC just kind of cheesed out on the license when they had the card game because they had so much. Oh, we're out of ideas. It's like, what, dude? Like, there's so much. Like, you have comics that you get the picture from. Oh man, whatever, right? Anyway,
they lack creativity, right? That's clearly the problem in WotC at the moment. Is that they're literally just taking that bar towel and wringing it for every single drop that's in it, right? They're not innovating. They're not finding new ways to make it more accessible to people, more present. I don't know how I should put that in marketing terms. I'm not a marketeer. But they clearly have an entertainment branch. How they can't come up with they can fund $150 million D&D movie, but they can't fund whatever the price would be for who knows, even just like a limited series on Netflix of like an anime to compete with all the other card companies that have animes, One Punch, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon. I mean, you name it, the list goes on and on. And they were close. They're very close. And look at the success. I'm kind of surprised after the success of Arcane that more card companies haven't come up with a limited run series, even if it was just 4 episodes, right?
Right. Arcane was a good series.
No, Bob, you're missing the awesome marketing opportunity, dude. I mean, they had to put it on Hot Pockets, to advertise.
I actually don't have a problem with it being on Hot Pockets. You know what?
At least they know their audience.
World of Warcraft was on Mountain Dew cans.
Yeah, there you go. But I'm just saying,
and Call of Duty.
Fuel.
Like, I understand Wizards not wanting to make a movie. They put the product in a few movies and a few TV shows that I've seen and seen people cover on YouTube. why not make like that one series, that one small series, that one movie? I think a small arcane like series would be the best route to go, because how are you going to explain planeswalkers to new people? Perfect spot. They're the person. Make
so
them
much more
planeswalker.
they could tap into.
I love this.
But what I'm saying is they're not innovating. They're honestly, the D&D movie, what I was reading on it, financials, if you read up on it, it's a flop. It's considered a huge mega flop. Lost a bunch of money. In order to break even, I think it had to make like $380 million or $360 million.
Which one is this?
Didn't even come close. The new D&D movie that even did well, in air quotes.
Yeah.
That they're basically going back to what's comfortable, what we know. Oh, we'll hire big name actors. We'll make another cheesy D&D movie, which it is. It just
is it?
It just is. It's the Michael Bay version of D&D. Instead of going something more serious like Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones, they cheesed out and with the tongue in cheek. Oh, let's appeal to the mass audiences. But what I'm saying is, it just shows another lack of innovation, another lack of insight. Whereas like League of Legends said, hey, we're going to do this Arcane series, and it was massively successful.
Mm-hmm.
And they seem to lack that vision.
Right, but it feels like the people who did Arcane was given the trust to handle the property, where maybe Hasbro doesn't trust the property that they're giving to people to do, so they try to put their fingers in and meddle with the process. I could be wrong.
No, you're actually you're dead on, and I got that impression. The corporatocracy
dead on
of
explosions.
Look, we know better than you. We'll tell you what you like. It's definitely a corporate-driven, top-down decision-making, which shows in every single decision that they're making, and they don't know their butt from a hole in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Bob, you and I, we played some Fantasy Flight games. Like, they weren't bad. The game itself was actually
they're a good game company. Yeah.
But it's their production, and most of the production's done over in China. You got shipping delays. You had the Rona, and you had those problems even before the Rona. We were waiting for Destiny sets. We were waiting for. I mean, Armada got killed because they only had one thing, and like tournaments were just like, oh, it's just freaking bomber.
If you're saying Fantasy Flight, I mean that goes into a really long discussion, and their CEO just retired. The one that was there for ever and ever just retired, like I want to say 2 or 3 years ago. But if you're saying they don't manage their IPs well, or they don't manage their games well, I don't want to say IPs. They don't manage their games well.
China.
I agree. But there's a lot of mismanaged companies out there, and Fantasy Flight does come up with great games. So they have great game development staff. Things look appealing. The marketing is fine, but you're right. Long-term management, which I think is probably
rough, man.
Long-term stewardship, I should say, is part of the upper management to make sure that it continues. And I would say that they have also not impressed me.
Yeah. So I'm in that same boat, but I do like that they're only planning 3 sets a year. That's not bad. But I again kind of dealing with Fantasy Flight with X-Wing and Destiny. It got to be a little rough at times.
Yeah, I mean, but it's just like with WotC, that they have poor stewardship. Even if they have a great idea, the people that are WotC now, they were just lucky. They were handed Dungeons and Dragons. They were handed Magic the Gathering. They were handed the IPs that they have.
Yeah, it's like, how do you just don't screw it up, right?
Right, and it's like they're doing. It's amazing watching them. Like, I don't know how they could make worse decisions. It just amazes me every time. I'm like, could they do the more wrong thing with this stuff?
So it's literally like that. Go ahead, Tort.
Well, I just want to say, you never ask how stupid a person can be, because someone always shows you up.
Oh,
that's right.
Again, like I said, it just amazes me that every single time they make decisions, I'm like, oh my god. It's like, really?
So they're trying to put their best foot forward, and I like this. Was it? Acknowledged that he and his team would be fighting an uphill battle to earn the hearts of potential players, especially those burned by past experiences with Fantasy Flight's card game franchises.
I would say Destiny did okay. It had a 4-year run, and as far as like card games go, that's pretty good. They ran into problems with like production, like you said, with the dice. It was, they took a risk. At least they were innovating, and it was a fun game. It really was.
Yeah, it was super fun.
4 years for a
is
new
not bad.
card game is impressive, actually. Like, even Transformers didn't last that long.
And in all honesty, what it really ran into is, so if you're not familiar with Star Wars Destiny, right, that they had a bad sort of self-defeating long-term issue where old cards were worth nothing when the new sets came out because they just weren't playable. They didn't have like legacy type formats to make your cards valuable. They didn't have like an eternal format that people played, right? They were just pushing the new set, which is kind of the direction I think you're seeing, honestly, Magic go, where it's all about the new hotness and we don't give a shit about what came before. So what happened is
I see that.
Your card values went from like the original sets. Do you know what the cheapest booster box is to buy now, even though the game's dead? The original, the first one, the alpha.
Yeah.
Right? It's weird. And it's because, power creep, and they didn't support they didn't have any forethought in designing the game and the cards to longevity. Right. And that's part of a card game. So anyways, that was one of the mistakes they made. And it feels like WotC very much is blind to longevity. Like, they don't care about the value of cards they're printing now. They just care about whatever set they're selling currently. They don't care about the cards they printed yesterday, and they won't care about the value of the cards today in 2 or 3 years.
Right.
And they care about the consumer base that's willing to chase the new hotness.
Right.
And sort of play into that. Because there's people who, like, for lack of a better word, they try to make a living at that. Like, that's their thing. It's like,
you know what they call those, Brody?
What's that?
Timmies.
Those are the Timmies.
Hey, real quick, Marty, you were saying you had to scoot. Yeah. Hey, man, thanks for joining us, brother.
Peace, Marty.
Yeah, later.
Go check out his channel. Post the link so they know where to find you, brother.
I know I've been kind of negative, so I do want to throw this out there. Like, and I've said it several times. I said it on the channel here before. So, given all this negativity, and I almost didn't come onto the show tonight because I didn't want to come on and sound like I'm beating the same drum over and over again. But we have to, Brody says it in the morning, and I truly mean it. That's why we created Commander Raids. I'm not trying to, pimp for it. We have to find a way to keep it going, regardless of what the current management is doing. And we have to do it in such a way that doesn't punish us by draining our funds for things that are just, going to go down.
Yeah. How long? Well, that's like this boycott. Like, it's like just a new player base that they've alienated that stood up and said, okay, that's it. We've had enough. And we're all united in a sense because we're still coming together going, shit, we were past that long time ago.
We all want the game to survive. Let's just talk. Let's just be real. Everybody that's here watching tonight, us all talking, I think even WotC, though they're just kind of silly. We all want the game to survive. The difference is that WotC wants to make as much money as possible more than they want the game to survive.
Well, I like it to be
want the game to survive,
short of the card back in a sense. Like, it's recognizable, so like that you still have that feel like it's Magic. Like, I don't know how far it's got to go before you pick up a Magic card and you go, that's a Magic card? I mean, I wouldn't unless
do
I
that now.
I wouldn't know, right? Like,
yeah. You're like, what is this in my Magic?
The onus is on us. We got to go to our LGSs. You know what I did this past week? We had our ducts blown out, or duct, like our cooling and heating ducts. And the couple of guys that were here, they're like, oh, hey, yeah, I used to play Magic. And the one guy didn't play at all. So I had a couple of the old starter kits down in my basement. And as a tip, I gave them the starter kits. I gave one a starter kit. I gave one a commander deck.
That's cool.
That's those things that each of us can.
Bro, I'll come clean your ducks.
Look, you're all welcome to come for BobCon. If you guys can make it happen,
that's right.
Without me having to organize it.
Way worse than what should have.
I know Cosmic was wanting peeps to come to Vegas for the next thing.
But it's those little examples, right? It's 20 million people playing the game, regardless of what WotC does. That doesn't necessarily crush your budget. Come up with new formats, play the cards that you have, buy the singles that you need, and stop chasing the dragon is what you call it. It's like a drug addict who starts at weed and then he wants to get higher and he does heroin and he wants to get higher, so he does acid and he wants
and
to
then
get
he
higher,
gets hooked on Ragavans,
and then you're dead.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
And then you're dead. Right? That's called chasing the dragon, and we're doing that in Magic. Right? Oh, I want the 20. I got a $5 card. Oh. And he got a $10 card. Well, I want to get that. I want to open the next pack. Oh, I got a $25 this. Oh, look, this.
Yeah.
Now there's a 1 of 1 ring that's $1 million. Let me chase that. No, stop. Don't do that. Stop that mentality.
Yeah, that's hanging it out there pretty far.
Right. No, that's a bad mentality to have, because that's basically pushing gambling.
But that's what they're doing. That's what they're that's what they're designing into.
It's always been Magic the
So
gambling.
with WotC, I think the art director made a comment and something to the effect, it was like, we realize that the monetization of this can be appealing to people who will chase it, and we promised we would never let them do it. And like, so a lot of those people don't work there anymore, and they're like, okay, the old staff is out. They didn't like, exploiting this.
Yeah, exactly.
But
it's my turn.
So I want to share something that might be a little
Whoa.
mind-blowing to give you a sort of a reference, frame of reference. Do you know many of the stores back in the day when I first started playing, you could not buy a box. The only place you could get it was at an LGS, and my LGS would oftentimes not sell a box. They would not sell a full box. They're like, I'll sell you 12 packs or whatever. But
You're right. They would limit you so many packs. You're right.
That actually happened to me.
If you remember, that's like my very first one. Most of you guys know, I've said it over and over again, broken record. You guys know what the very first pack was that I opened. Legends. And they let me buy exactly one.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
What do those
go
now?
Like
$1,000?
I think they're like 700 or so, somewhere around there. But the point is, like, it's changed so much that they're pushing as many as you can buy cases, right? And they're pushing it no longer through the stores; they're pushing it through Amazon and whatever distribution chain that it's gone to this point. So they are definitely chasing the rip wrapper mentality more than like, hey, let's enjoy what's actually in the wrappers. And back in the day, you didn't. I don't even remember the first time I saw somebody open a whole box of Magic cards. It wasn't probably till like the mid to late 90s.
You know what's going to be funny? I got a feeling it can happen. Sure, there's a reserve list and no reprint list, but one day Wizards going to come out and they're going to sell you fresh looking packs with a little piece of foam inside to make it look like it's full, and a booster box so you can display it, open it up, have the packs up on your wall. No real cards. It's just the wrapper and box that they're selling you for $599 plus shipping.
That's where we're heading. Like, if you extrapolate it, that's where it's going.
Right?
Oh man. No, that was the other thing too.
What they'll do is they'll just let you look at the cards. You'll pay just to look at the cards. You won't actually get them. Like,
was
here's a pack. We'll open it. That's
NFT.
$100.
They'll NFT those cards.
Well, like,
oh boy.
One thing that's changing in the world is people are starting to go protect their IPs more, to the point where, and this happened where someone on eBay was told by Disney to not sell products that were sold from their store that were sold from on-site gift shop in Disney. I can't think of the word. And where do we go from that if Wizard starts doing that? What if they try to push where we can't sell singles? I mean, that's a legitimate small fear, but it can happen.
I don't think they can. I mean,
I don't think
they have though, actually.
I don't think they want
ban cards.
In case you haven't noticed what they've been doing with secret layers, right? So at first they were overvaluing, right? And they've been trying to tune to get to where the secondary market matches the value of what they're charging you for what's in the secret layer.
Like what he said, you can't buy cards from, because it would make no sense. You're just like, well, I'll just order it from WotC directly. They're
right. That's what they're trying to do.
Just constantly undercutting it because they could just print a new one.
Right. And not only that, it's a version that you've never seen before. So
exactly.
That's exactly what they're doing.
Why would I buy your used one when I could just buy a new one for them for half the price? Yeah.
Right. And they only have to print 4 cards. Yeah, sure.
Right. Well,
have a good one, Crispy.
I understand that people are getting mad because Wizards selling new cards in secret layers. at almost retail prices, and that's how it kind of started. And they're kind of changing it up, but there's a point where is it fair for the buyer, like in the market, I should say, where is it fair for the market when the secret layer costs less than the, like in general, like when you break it down, costs less than buy the cards individually. Then if that happens, and Bob said this millions of times, and I can't agree more, that drops the market price down even further because there's more in the market. It just sounds like a lose-lose situation for us at the moment.
It's a race to the bottom.
It's win-win for them, right?
Right.
Because they haven't been getting that secondary market value for the 25 years that they've been in business, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah,
they
so
said, we want to start dipping into that, right?
Well, hold on, Bob. What was that, Brody?
Well, yeah, like Bob just said, he's like, they haven't been getting that secondary market share for 25 years. So if they gain 1% of it or 2% of it a year, it's like there's so much capture there for them. They're like, look at all this opportunity. Like, it's a land of opportunity.
All right, Rogue, thanks for hanging out, brother. Hey, real quick, shout out to Mrs. Alfonso for lending Brody out to us. He just gave us a private message here. He's got to get ready. Dinner's on the table. Oh, boy, I don't want to get that cold for you, man. And then we'll catch you in the morning. Make sure you guys go check out his...
Thanks, Bob.
Hold on, I'm going to say this before he goes. Before you go, Brody, I'm just going to call you out here.
Put your link.
We still need to set up a time for the... I still have my pre-release kit to play with you and the missus.
We have ours as well. They're still sealed. So like that's something I'll buy new. It's like I like the pre-release kits. It's like just enough to kind of get me a sample. And like, correct me if I'm wrong.
Hey, Kevin.
Is the program for game stores, do they still get gifted the pre-release kits to drop players in?
No, they have to pay for them.
Or do they have to buy them? Because I know there was a time where like a WPN store would get so much based on attendance. And then it was like incentive to get players in, and then they would make good points off them or 100 points off of it. But like, I think that's all done, and I think that's a thing of the past, eh? Like,
what? What? Just the pre-release, or what do you mean? Buddy?
Getting the pre-release kits for free. Like I think.
Oh wow! Yeah, no,
I know they pay for them.
They pay for them, yeah. For some reason, I was under the misconception that there was a period of time where...
Hey, go, Rogue. That's our Discord. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they did, but I know they pay for them now.
Now they pay for them. But there's only there's a limit of how much a store can get, right? Like,
But that's everything. Everything's on allocation.
Right.
It's got... Yeah, that's... Yeah, I don't understand.
You know, because the pre-release kits are more collectible than the actual set.
Well, we'd go to pre-release and they'd be like, sorry, we're sold out. We only have 20 kits or some number. And you're like, oh, man. They're like, but this event went really well. It fired. So next time we can get 30 or so, you know what I mean? Like they...
Well, understand, WotC has definitely changed that to where it comes vis-a-vis the distributors. And that's that they're putting the onus on the stores to have to push every SKU, and those pre-release kits it's the bait. It's the worm on the hook, right? To get people into the store. Most people go to LGS.
Oh, these are the bait for me to play on the weekend with you.
Yeah, that's right. That's right,
man, brother. Yeah. Well, hey, man, I'm waiting on you. You tell me.
Totally.
When.
I actually got a call to go to work this weekend, which normally doesn't happen. But so I'm still holding on to these. We are definitely excited to do it. So I'm still looking forward to doing that too.
I feel you, brother. Let me know. We also need one more still. So we're still looking for one lucky person to join us in that pre-release kit venture, if the missus is willing. So I'm going to let everybody know right now. It's all based around Mrs. Brody and what she's comfortable with. So,
yeah, for sure.
So are we doing 2-headed or are we doing 4?
No, it's 4-player free for all. Smack your
free
face,
for
Brody.
all.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she's gonna kill me.
You're first.
Yeah.
Only
you're making me play this. I'm taking you out.
only if I don't kill you first.
Pawz is down for some commander raids, Bob.
I'm down. Maybe not tonight, but it's kind of late.
Yeah.
Thanks for everything, DJ. I'm gonna head for dinner. See you, Tortoise. See you, Bob. See you, Prime. See you, Marty. Good talking to you, Dual Brain, Ed,
Bye, Prime.
and Mr. DJ Longhair. Thanks a bunch. Your thank you went out on Monday, so sorry for the delay, but I had a bunch of them to get out, and it should be on its way to you. I'm interested. Your thank you. Your thank you. So.
Man, I'm gonna rock that up for a stream for sure, bro.
Yeah.
Hells yeah.
Okay, later, guys.
All right, man. Yeah, I'm stoked, bro. Hell yeah. Much love, Brody. Exactly. Yeah. He put his link in there, so go check it out. Go subscribe. He does a great morning show. When I'm still up and doing stuff, I try to pop in, and you can see Bob there, Tortoise, Prime, and several others. It's pretty fun.
I try to be there when I can.
Yeah, super fast.
Some of us have gone to bed and gotten up, gotten ready for our day, and sitting at work for a while. By the time your stank ass rolls in from not going to bed, getting a good night's sleep, and all that good jazz.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's a thing. Oh man. Yeah. No.
I just want to say we are responsible for making it fun. Right.
Yeah.
WotC is responsible for making the product. LGSs to some extent are responsible for getting in our hands, but we're the community that makes it fun. And it literally is, point that finger back at yourself. Ask yourself, what can you do with your sphere of influence to make it more fun? Like the other thing I was talking about, the Commander Raids is one thing. We're doing the pre-release kits. Our shows are one way we do it. The show right here is a way to make it fun. But ask yourself, like in the audience, what can you do? Like giving the Roto-Rooter guys or whatever they're from, Stanley Steamer, I think, giving them just a free couple of kits to get, either back into it or into it for the first time. There's something that all of us can do.
Definitely.
No. Yeah, we do. We all have our different branding. In different things that we do. We do play here, and sometimes I do get some random EDH games in, and definitely we do it every Sunday. So if you guys are a night owl or can't sleep like me, might as well tune in. We welcome insomniacs.
Pause. I wouldn't really brag about it, or just think about what you typed and sense. Maybe you should word that a little bit differently. Just saying.
Hey, look, Twiddler shows up on my stream talking about porn. So
that is true. That is true.
I mean, put the two of those guys put those guys on a stream together.
Jesus,
look out! Don't bring the kids.
Oh God, yeah, that's funny. Oh, Pause.
Coach, I love that. Be a steward,
one
not
evolution.
a gatekeeper, right? Like,
so I just want to say that just interpreting what Pawz says, that Twiddler pulled Pawz's monkey.
Yeah. Yes.
I pulled my monkey. Well, Twiddler did.
No,
so it's
no.
like
Twiddler pulled Pawz's monkey.
But I know, but he was admitting to
on stream.
On stream even.
But then told us that somebody else did it for him instead. So
hey, he's using the force.
Hey, Twiddler's here.
It is so funny. Yeah, it's like I don't know how it happens on my channel, and like I won't even say anything, and then all of a sudden, like MTG went to porn. How does that figure out? I don't get it.
Are we still alive?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we are. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, are we still alive?
Yeah. So as
Spare you.
Dude,
you're like, no, don't do it.
Like that.
I want to say something positive before we roll out, because I can tell we're getting to the pinch at the end.
We're getting there. Yeah.
Right? I want to say something
like
positive.
you're taking a shit. What the fuck is happening today?
Because Wizards of the Coast has been shit. You're pitching it out.
Yeah.
But what I want to say positive is growing up, my play group has extended to my best friends live out of state now. DJ, Prime, Bobby are my friends list, even though we have our differences, but it's
that's what friends are for,
right? But it's because of you guys being able to play games with me, keep the chat alive, help influence each other, and have these lively chats that have made the community more broken. Sadly, Wizards of the Coast is kind of responsible for that, because the community in my state, in my city, my region has kind of been broken because of Wizards, because they've been pushing for everybody to play online. But the positive note is I get some cool people, cool topics, and hell, we got Commander raids that we can play if we want.
Yeah, that's really cool.
You know, we are the people who keep it alive. Wizards just shouldn't forget that Wizards shouldn't forget, and they shouldn't not appreciate. I don't know if that's right. They shouldn't depreciate their customers. They shouldn't treat us like crap.
Yeah.
You know,
exactly.
Because there's something I've written down here I wanted to say before. Is I still kept the poem up. But
okay, real quick, we've had several choral requests. I gotta knock that out, and of course, someone approached the thing. So, why are you getting that together? We got a Carl.
Carl! 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 Carl!
Yay!
And Dave's in the chat.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Dave. Hi, Dave.
Hi,
Dave. What's up, man?
All right. Well, all I wanted to say was, as much as a positive group we are, Wizards thinks they're giving us what they want, and they just hope we can stay. They hope that we'll stay staunch to them, but we're staunch to each other more than we are with Wizards.
Yeah, we have a great community here. Yeah, definitely. Sergeant Attitude.
You know, right. I just want to say something everybody can do here, everybody in the chat, and everybody watching this ex post facto can do for absolutely free is go out and support your YouTube content creators, even if they're not that great. Give them a chance. We tend to grow. My first videos were absolutely terrible.
Oh God!
And I feel like I've grown, but you know, give everybody a chance. Go out and support it.
Constructive criticism. Thank you, Bob.
Wow. You know, go out and it doesn't hurt you anything to sub to as many channels as possible. And hit likes on their videos. Leave a comment here and there. Totally free. Just a few minutes of your time. And I'm not even saying my channel. I'm saying everybody's channel. You know,
and it works. What Bob says works. That's how I found DJ. I was looking for new content I wasn't used to. Posted on a Facebook feed, and boom, DJ was there, and I checked him out. We've been buds for a while since then.
So kind of the same deal. So I don't think I've really told anybody this, but I was drunk one night, and he was like selling something, and I'm like, I want to buy stuff.
Who?
Me to you.
Oh, really? Oh, shit. Yeah. Okay.
So I'm just saying that's one way that you can like make the community more better, right? Is for free. Go out and just do some subbing, watch some videos, do some likes, and it'll make you spend less money on Magic, you know, because you're spending more time watching people talk about it. That's one thing you can do for free. Come up with all kinds of creative ideas. You know, go join my Discord for Commander raids and leave ideas in there, or leave them on people's channels. You know, make the community what you want it to be, and that will make it fun.
Amen, Bob. Amen.
Preaching, and I'm not even drinking.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess we're still chilling. I know a couple of you guys have to go. But let's get to the shill section. Tortoise, do you have anything that you want to shill? Obviously, your show on Wednesday. Hello.
Not next Wednesday. I'll be on vacation.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
So you can move the shilling down to Bob and Prime because I'm going to be out for a week.
Okay, bud. How about you, Bob? I already know Commander Raids. Let's go.
No, I'm actually going to shill for somebody else's channel. It's a young gentleman I met in Vegas. If you haven't gone over and checked out his channel, you know, realize he's a young guy. But it's Table Games, I believe, is the name of his channel. Does anybody have that by chance? I don't have it.
Is that Brody's friend?
Sure. You know, I met him. He was very excited to meet me in Vegas. I was flattered. But you know, go give him a sub. Go give him a like, and you know, help
What's
him.
that link, Bob?
Bring in his channels. I don't know the link.
Bob's Boomer. Bob Boomer. Boomer Bob.
It'll
Boober.
take me really
Bob's
long, and I'll probably post the wrong one. Let me see if I can't find it. But anyways, that's what I want to do. I want to say, go out,
What was
Go
it?
sub to that young man. I'll see if I can't find the link and post it in the channel.
I gotta search my stuff. What was his name again?
I think it's Table Games. I want to say.
Table Games.
Like, I have to like go onto YouTube and then silence it so it doesn't show up in the thing. And
Oh, okay.
I'm looking. That's not a good easy search for this YouTube. That's bad.
no, it's terrible. Oh, I got it right here.
Okay,
It
cool.
literally it's Table Games TCG.
Okay.
The hell do I get his? I don't know how to get the like. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Okay. I got it. Now I got to get back to here.
That's a cute doggo.
I don't know if I have a wrenchy thing. Do I have a wrenchy thing? I do have a wrenchy thing.
Richie.
So there you go. Table Games
Just
TCG.
don't pull
Go
the
check that
monkey.
young man out. Go watch his content. Give him a little love and support. Understand he's a young man, and things will get better over time. And he could use some support. That's the
When
new
don't
blood.
I? Dave.
Filter that through the lens of this is it. It's the youngest MTG content creator I know. Let's give him a little.
All
love.
right. Yeah, I'll check it out for sure. Thanks for posting the link, man.
Yep.
Makes it a lot easier. Hell yeah.
Oh no, Dave, that was me. I want to make out with you.
That's right.
I want to chill, even though I hate it.
Oh, you got to, man. Chill.
What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday.
Tomorrow is Friday. Yes. Don't make me play the clip, bro.
Onslaught tournament pack.
Nice.
Ooh, nice. You doing a short or?
It's like a 8 minute long video, I think.
All right, enjoying that pack. Hell yeah, dude.
Boo. He's gonna savor the flavor.
Yeah. All right. Well, of course, you guys have been hearing it, but Sunday is the big day for Loaded Piper version 5. We have these are the 10 random brutal cards you guys have been seeing. So if you guys haven't seen, you have chances at these bad boys right here. They are in the random 10 brutals. We got 3 chances each at a Urza and a Vamp Tutor. Those are the big cards in the game on Sunday. If you guys want, check it out in Discord. I do have the link up on Facebook too. So either way, if you guys want to get in, I do have some early squirrel specials. So hit it up. I've been chilling it for a while, so I will stop.
It's a good chill. I'm really excited. I'm literally hoping that when I'm on the train that I get a good enough internet reception I can watch the whole show.
Yeah. Now, pulls are $5 a pop, but there is chances if you guys are hanging out during the live, and some people have won some really good stuff, as well as those that are participating in the game. So it's a whole game. It's crazy. It's been getting better, and I think I have this one pretty streamlined. So if anyone decides to join and help, it should be pretty easy. So yeah, good times, man. So yeah, Twiddler, I've hit you up. I know you wanted it on some, and Dave, I sent you a freaking novel. Sorry, but you got a novel in your text. You probably looked at this as like, oh, fucking DJ.
Force of Chill.
Force of Chill. Hey. But, I like our approach to it. It was like, chill something. You're like, oh, no, I don't want it. Chill.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, you sent me a message. Okay. On Facebook or Discord?
I sent you a message on Discord to share his picture.
Yeah, I'm trying to find something to ditch so I can get this picture up. But it's cute. It's cute.
Also, guys, don't forget that Sunday is also Mother's Day. So
it is Mother's Day. Make sure you take care of your moms. Don't be Unless your mom's into it, then hell yeah.
That mom.
That's the day we're leaving.
Oh yeah, that is the day you're leaving. Yeah. Well, I hope you can get reception on the train so you can get on some of that live action.
Right.
Shoot, I gotta ditch something to get this up here, man.
Slapper and them Norny milkers there, Benson.
Why did the tortoise cross the road? Did he actually cross? I mean, he's kind of slow and probably changes his mind.
Your camera froze with one of your eyes closed, and you look like fucking Igor for a second.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
That was amazing.
Thank you, everyone. Wishes. I appreciate it 100%.
Oh yeah. Okay. Finally found something to dish. All right. Where is this thing? Not there. Was it
To
called?
make out with Evil Dave. Sinners.
Sinners.
There it goes. I finally got your cat picture up. Jeez.
Yeah, my mom sent me that. That's what we're gonna
Nice.
make. She saw that at Walmart apparently, and she knows I make cat shorts, so she sent me that. That's pretty awesome. Like I'm not really.
That is dope.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And what's funny is two of the cats look like cats I own. The gray cat had dope. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Kitty.
And I heard videos get really good views, so maybe we get more views and likes on this video. Remember to like this video before we leave. Have a wonderful day.
Oh yeah.
We all
Well,
love you.
all right, guys. Yeah, let's go and wrap up. I will. Those that are in the mom collector battle, I don't know what the hell is happening with shipping. Like the label, it was already picked up, and the tracking isn't. I would have got it by now. So we're trying to figure out what's up there. But I was hoping to fire that Saturday, but I don't. Saturday after work, but I don't know. So I'm trying to find out for you guys. But yeah, wow, Dave, just wow.
Just wow.
It's fun making shorts. Yeah. Yeah. And Benson, you should have a wrench. You should post one, bro. Only idea. Let's do a battle. Winner gets some prize. Loser has to wear jorts to the next show. Oh, God.
I'd rather layer. Never mind.
I don't
No
think
thanks.
Those are hard.
Yeah. I'm like,
All I know is Prime probably needs to eat dinner.
yes.
That's true.
All right, brother.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
All
All right. Well, hey, it's been super fun. And thanks to everyone for a great roundtable. We will see you next Thursday for sure. If you guys like some late night EDH, that is still going on Sunday. If you guys want to sign up, please get in the Discord or holler at me because it is a late game. We are trying to fill it. And then, of course, we got Loaded Piper V5 on Sunday. It's going to be super fun. Even if you can't buy in, do come by and hang out as long as you took care of your mom. That's important. All right. Well, happy early Mother's Day. If I don't catch you then, we'll catch you next time. Bye.